Hello, welcome to chesstech.com, and today I'm going to be doing a review of FIDE's new online arena. I say new, it was launched, I think it was about this time last year actually, so it's been around for nearly a year, which is, is relatively young compared to some of the other main sites like your chess.coms, your ICC, Instant Chess, and ChessCube, Play Chess. Okay, so um, today I'm going to talk about some of the main features and a broad overview. I'm not going to talk about every single feature in detail and scrutinise it. I just want you to have an idea about this site as a place to play chess. So let's start with the way it looks. I generally like the graphics. I think they're pretty good. I think it's relatively easy to navigate, and everything seems to be laid out okay. One criticism I would have is down here, and this is your challenges received window. I feel could be a bit bigger, and I can't seem to get like a graph overview which shows you visually all the people in time that are available for a challenge, which some of the other sites show, which is quite useful. To actually navigate around the site, you use these tabs across the top here, and obviously they're relatively self-explanatory. A player's tab, here I can sort by relative time controls and whether they want FIDE rated opponents only. I'm going to come on to these features of the site in a moment. Obviously challenges that are currently happening. Yeah, I've been playing on this site for a year now. Slightly, I'm not sure really what use this is to me in a way. Just a sort of ongoing stream of challenges. Yeah, I guess it's just there so you can see and look at the games if you want to. And then we've got sit and go tournaments, the main tournaments window, which shows you all the tournaments that are going on, and if you want to register for one, you have to choose one that's in green. And sorry, not in green. I take that back. If it's in green, it's started. It's got to say registering up here, and then you can right click and just join it. And in this window, we can see all the people that are going to be in this tournament, which is the first World Online Amateur Blitz Championship, which I'll come on to again in a moment. Broadcast tab. So there's live broadcasts of games from these could be over-the-board games that are being played in other countries, like high-level games. This is their academy where we can look at videos and instructional motifs regarding chess, and it's obviously these guys are all coaching and talking about aspects of chess, end games, tactics, and this gets updated regularly. I think if you're a premium member, it varies your access level to be able to view these videos, but I'll come back to that again. We've got a feedback window, so if you've got a problem or complaint or suggestion, you can just send it there. On this right hand side here, we've got a chat window which lets us see any messages that are going on. Globally you can send a message to just about everybody, or you can right click their username and send a message just to that individual if you want to. Details of your rating and your premium points system, which is another thing I'll come on to. Anyway, let's talk about the actual playability of this site, the ease of use. Now, I've played on all the main chess playing sites for a long time. I mean, since 1999 when some of them first started. So, got a good idea. Let's get a game going. Let's just find somebody to play. I'm going to just challenge this guy, 2200. Is he going to play me? The thing is, as soon as you try and actually find a game, sod's law is that you can't get a game going. The one time I want to demonstrate the chess playing interface to you. But while I'm waiting for a challenge, you may or may not know, but the FIDE's Online Arena is the only online chess playing site that offers official FIDE ratings for bullet, blitz and rapid chess. Okay, so no other site offers that at the moment, which I think is a pretty cool feature. You don't have to be a currently FIDE rated player. You can join have to, I think you have to draw one game. You may have to win a game against another FIDE rated opponent in a tournament, or three. You have to play 3 games, I think, at least against a FIDE rated opponent, and then you get your FIDE rating. And hey, once you get your FIDE rating, you can then work towards a title. Okay, so we've got a challenge here. I'm just going to play this game and try and talk to you. So, yeah, the interface is pretty slick. You may not know that the FIDE Online Arena is it's not a web-based interface like chess.com. It's a application that you download and install on your computer. And I mentioned in my ChessCube review, I do think this is better for blitz and bullet chess. It's just, I don't know, there's just something about it. It's just slicker. It just works. It's just more punchy, and it's just better. I'm about to lose my queen if I'm not careful. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not looking good. I'm struggling to talk and play 1 minute chess, I must say. Yeah, the pieces move well. They're well animated. I like the way it looks. I didn't really have any complaints, to be honest, about the functionality of the actual playing board. You can change the design. You can do all the things that you can do on all the other sites out there. You can customize it, change the size of the pieces. You've got all the usual things like pre-moves and that are good for blitz. Oh look, is this going to be checkmate? I think it is. So I won a game. I did. So this guy's just challenged me again, and unfortunately I'm going to be really rude. I think there's nothing ruder than just playing one game and not playing another one back. Because I'm just doing this review, so I'm just going to reject you there, chap. Sorry about that. So when you've won your game, you can just click this save button here and save the game straight to your computer if you want to, which is really good. You can see he's looking at your game, observers obviously, and you can play through the game again afterwards and see where all the blunders were. And there's an engine feature where you can analyse the game and see where you went wrong. Obviously you can't do this live during the game because that would be cheating. Which brings me on to the question I get asked often: Julian, are there lots of cheaters on these sites? How do you know people aren't using an engine? Well, you can tell engine users. They are relatively easy to spot once you realise what they're doing. But I would say that, yeah, I think I've played a few people that are cheating on here, and on every site I've played on, there's people cheating. There's just no doubt. So you're never gonna stop some form of cheating. If I had to say, I think that one of the bigger forms of cheating, which is not actually engine use, which is more of a problem to solve, in fact, is other people playing using your username. So I just don't know how you can solve that. But anyway, I want to talk about the tournament feature of this site, which is really good. I think it's generally pretty easy to use. You can just join a tournament whenever you want, and there's generally always seems to be one running. Yeah, I mean, obviously the main benefit of this site is, if this excites you, is the fact that you can get an official FIDE rating for these time controls, and it will appear on your FIDE profile live. So, it's interesting really, because this actually represents a tremendous shift in the chess playing world. The first time ever you can get a quote marks official rating from an internet chess site, and yet it's not really talked about that much. So yeah, I guess it can only put it down to the fact that the site is relatively new, and there are players growing on here. There's not as many as on some other sites, but like I say, it's a young site, and I've definitely noticed in the last year more and more players growing. So you can see here they're going to introduce rankings and events, and there's simuls all the time. Anyway, thank you for listening to this review. Please subscribe and leave any comments, and I am going to do another review soon in more detail. Thank you very much for listening.